Yo, what is up, guys? Today I wanted to I'm actually I'm recording this like not even an hour before I gotta go to work, and yeah, man, I just don't want to go to work. I'll be honest, I fucking hate work. I really don't like work. Um, I'm grateful to have a job. I mean, obviously, I spent a long time trying to get a job, especially in this economy. It's fucking hard to get a job, but I'd be lying if I said that I'm always happy that I get paid. Sometimes you're like I have a lot of money saved up, not to flex, but the other day I'm looking at my bank account and I'm just like, yo, this is just numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is just numbers. And I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, well, no shit. Didn't you learn that money doesn't buy happiness? And yeah, to that I'll say, yeah, I know, but it doesn't hit you till it hits you. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't it's the same shit with all these sentences, these buzz sentences that you've been hearing your whole life. Be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Don't give up. That kind of shit. You always do the thing you're not supposed to until you find something that you actually care about, and that's when you stop doing it. You know, that's when you're like, oh shit, this is what they're talking about. This is the stuff that they were talking about. And after a while you realize and you stop doing that thing, and that's one of that's something that I want to do now, where you know I know that my job is not good in the long run. Like nobody, and this is no offense if anybody here is working customer service or like a minimum wage job or what, like a retail job or whatever. I'm not trying to shit on you. Listen, I'm in the same boat, so I'm a hypocrite if I do. But I'm slowly starting to realize, like, hey, I'm a kid. Like, I'm a young adult. I'm still a kid. Like, I need to do shit before I regret it. But even when I do, I'm like, yo, I still just spend my days rotting in my room. Like, even though, and this is what's crazy about the human mind, right? A lot of people talk about how ungrateful people are. Even when they know that something is going to be gone, they still find a way to be ungrateful about it. And that's something that a lot of people talk about like, oh, if you know that somebody is dying or something, sometimes you don't see them, even though you know that their time is limited. You don't see them because maybe it hurts too much. I don't know the fucking reason, but yeah, sometimes we know that something is slipping away and we still decide to not do shit about it. Maybe out of fear, maybe out of rebellion against time, because I guess it makes sense in our head to rebel against it and be like, well, time is limited, so I guess in to combat that, I'm just gonna spend my days doing nothing and trying to distract myself from the inevitability of it, and that kind of shit. So maybe that's why I do it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a psychologist out there who can tell me about it and who's dealt with those situations. Let me know if you're a psychologist. I don't know. Is there any psychologists that watch this channel? Comment below, please. I'm curious to know. Actually, yeah, I want to do that. If you're watching this, comment below what your job is. I'm just curious to know. I'm not like, even if you're not a psychologist, I just want to know what job you do. Obviously, don't make it like way too personal. Like, hey, my name is, like that Breaking Bad scene. My name is Walter J. White. I live on whatever. Like, don't do that shit. Just tell me like, hey, man, I work at Walmart, in Denham Springs, Louisiana, or something. Just fucking put the city or the state, whatever. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want to, just watch the video. It's fine. But yeah, I'm just curious to know. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, I've saved up all this money, right? And I don't really know what to do with it. And the thing is, I know that money is meant to be spent. So this is something that a lot of people do that I hate, is when they hoard money for themselves. I fucking hate when people do that shit. That's like my least favorite thing that people do, is when they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to keep all this money to myself and not help anybody that is in need." Listen, I've spent a lot of my money. Like I've made more money than that. It's just I spend it on some serious shit, dentists. I'm still living with my mom, so my fucking washer broke the other like a couple months ago. A bunch of shit. Even the fridge broke. It was like we had to buy a new fridge, new. And I mean, bro, those home appliances are fucking expensive, bro. They're really, really, really expensive. So me and my mom went half and half and shit, and it's what the fuck is this? What is this shit? Oh my god, I've never seen this. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to build a house up here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build like a mini shack. But yeah, um, money is meant to be spent, people, and obviously it's you need to have your money in a like in a safe place, and you have to allocate money to, okay, I'm gonna spend this here, but I don't want to spend too much here, and no. Like, yeah, it's always good to have money, in the bank. That's the most important, because if you have no money, you're limited. You're limited to what you can do, what you can't do, and it's always better to have money. So don't just listen to what I say, and spend your money. Take what I say with a grain of salt, as they say. Don't just listen to whatever bullshit I'm saying. But yeah, spend a little bit of that money. I've been thinking about going out and traveling, but I don't know if I would like it. I don't know if I'm a bit too introverted for that. I'm like really scared of new places and new people, and like I can't really be in a room with like a lot of people. I get really uncomfortable and shit like that. So that's definitely something to work on. But yeah, man, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, what, like this all this money I have, it's like it's just sitting there, and it's useless. Like I've worked, you know, a long time at that place, and I don't really like it. Like I do not like working there, and I just put up with it for a long time, and now I'm realizing that it kind of was useless. Like I've made all this money, but like for what? What is the point if I'm not even gonna be able to, like as we speak, it's just sitting in my account, and I have nothing, you know, just have nothing to do, and I have nowhere to spend it, and I'm not just gonna go spend it on some bullshit, because that's even worse. The only thing worse than, pardon me, I'm very sorry for that burp. The only thing that's worse than, not spending money, and when you have some, is spending it on some dumb shit. So I don't want to just be going out and spending it on stupid shit when I know damn well that it can be, just sitting in my account, and at least then it's not gone. And yeah, man, I've been just been thinking about that shit. I just don't like work in general. Uh, Retail and minimum wage, that kind of shit just sucks turbo ass. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of my job. I wish that I had like a better job. And also, like, part of me says to myself, well, you can't complain if you don't do shit. How are you gonna sit here and make a video and complain about shit that you're not even willing to fix? If you're not gonna change something, don't complain about it, right? So I'm kind of stuck in between, deserving better, and, well, you have to work for it, that kind of shit. And even just thinking about going to school and shit like that, I just hate school, man, and I don't know what to do. I don't like school, but I also don't like working repetitive, boring jobs. So it's like, what the fuck do you want to do? You need to make up your mind about something. And so yeah, I've just been thinking a lot about that. If you can't tell by the channel, and the videos, I overthink a lot. So yeah, man, I'm doing this as kind of just a I don't want to go to work video, because I just don't want to go to work, and I know what's coming later, and yeah, I just despise it. I'm very happy that the people I work with are cool as shit, because otherwise I don't think I would be able to. Like, if the people that I work with were really like annoying, I don't think I would be able to work. Like, I think I would have just left that job a long time ago, and I would have been doing some other shit, maybe going to college or maybe doing something else. Um, I don't know yet. We'll see what the world has to offer me. We'll see if I have the balls to get off my ass one day and actually do something of myself and of my life instead of just being sat at home doing jack shit and making fucking stupid YouTube videos. We'll see. We'll see what happens, people. Um, but yeah, in the meantime, I've been Gigsy. I kind of liked saying that at the end of the videos. I've been Gigsy. That's a bit cringe, but maybe I won't say it anymore now because I've just said that. Anyways, yeah, man. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you did. Maybe you're working in retail just like me, and you relate to this video. If you did, hey, man, that's legit. All I make these kinds of videos for. Like, I don't make these videos for nobody else. I just make it for people who are in the same situation as me. If you can relate, that's awesome. If you can't, maybe one day you will. Who knows? But yeah, man. Stay safe. Just be chilling and yeah, man. See ya.